We are going to be looking at some creepy videos, strange and odd news stories, and as always, let's go ahead and get right into today's video. So this isn't going to be a very long video, and the reason behind that is tomorrow I do have a video that I'm releasing, and I don't want this to be lost in a segment of tomorrow's video. A couple days ago, I had uploaded this video here, and in that video, I included a segment about this couple in Arizona. They were walking around their property, or a little bit north of their property, and they kept finding all these items. They were finding backpacks, children's clothing, women's clothing, and it started to become a little bit more disturbing when they started to find bones. So it let them believe, and it let a lot of us believe who are watching these videos, that something very sinister was happening around their location. Now, people in the comment section of that video were asking me to give any updates or provide any updates about this couple if they have any new information. Well, it has come out that their TikTok channel has been completely removed. I cannot find their TikTok channel. Going on to other people's pages who had reposted their videos, people are also leaving comments that their channel has been deleted. Now, they said they've gone to the authorities. The authorities have not been really helpful. That's not a surprise. They were on camera saying how they were being followed by a Cessna, being followed by a truck. I mean, these people were really in tears. And what's interesting, there are content creators on TikTok. I'm not going to mention any names. They have very popular channels, and they are really going after these people, saying they're doing it for money. They're doing it for clout. That this is an area of migrant transition, that people easily lose their items, even though, and they did show on video, they're finding bones. They're only finding women and children's clothing, nothing male. It really seemed like there was a big smear campaign to discredit this couple. And they kept saying they are not doing this for money. Matter of fact, some of their videos they had to put on private, and when you do so, you do not get any money that month from TikTok. They were not out there saying, this is my Cash App to donate here if you want to help and so forth. No, they were very adamant. They did not want any money. They just want to get to the bottom of this. And TikTok kept deleting their videos. Now we're at a point where their channel has been completely removed. To me, that's not how clout works. I'm not going to spend all this time, all within a month, making all these videos, and at the same time, TikTok happens to be removing my videos, or I'm setting them to private. There are no monies being gained here whatsoever, and at the same time, my face is out there being exposed. I do not see how this couple is gaining whatsoever. Then we have these content creators out there that are placed there by certain organizations to monitor these social media platforms to make sure there's not accounts out there talking about certain things, exposing certain things, because they'll go right back and report these channels that are talking about these certain things. Even if this was items left by migrants who are crossing over, let's say, what was the harm of them making videos just to get to the bottom of this, just to see what was actually going on? And the fact their videos kept being removed, and now their channel has been removed altogether, this is truly now raising suspicion. I remember a couple years ago, a news story came out in Arizona about how a group of people, they found the remains of children. They call law enforcement. Law enforcement come out, they investigate, and they say they found nothing. No evidence of anything. Please move along.
Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Nick Vinzant. Tonight, a series of popular social media videos are creating a problem for local law enforcement. A group of people believe they have uncovered a child sex trafficking site, but Tucson police say it's nothing more than an abandoned camp. News 4 Tucson's Eric Fink spoke with both members of the group who are refusing to leave the area and police about their investigation.
Here at this abandoned private property, the group Veterans on Patrol have been here since Wednesday. They say this branch is here with an apparatus, what looks like a child restraint. Then coming this way, down here, you can see shaving cream, shampoo, and some roach killer. Then even further a little beyond here, just to my left, what looks like a child's crib.
Under all of that wood, pillows and clothes, and it's crazy to believe this is going on in our backyard. Crazy.
A group called Veterans on Patrol says this remote area off of I-19 in Valencia is a child trafficking camp.
I don't understand how this was underneath our nose, yet right in front of our face, completely.
But Tucson police say absolutely not. TPD says investigators have been here multiple times with detectives and officers, and the department says it appears to be nothing more than an abandoned camp. They say they appreciate the public's awareness and the calls to their office, but they investigated, and there does not appear to be any signs of human or trafficking. They also say they are continuing to investigate.
Anybody that walks through that site will clearly know that that's trafficking. That's children and women being abused. They have not been out here to collect any evidence. All the evidence that has been collected has been collected by us, and we have them in our possession.
We asked to see the evidence. We were told it's being stored in a private area. That evidence has not been turned over to police. Tucson police say officers have been patrolling the area, and it's putting great strain on the department's resources. As these individuals make their case, an upside-down flag signaling a distress call waves in this sliver of the Sonoran Desert. TPD says anyone on this private property is trespassing. Right now, they haven't made any arrests, but this group says it plans to be here a while. On the South Side, I'm Eric Fink, News 4, Tucson.
What I find interesting in that news segment is that police say that they've been out there many times, even though there's no evidence of anything, there's no purpose for them to be out there. They have been out there many times. Why are they also spending time and resources and money to patrol that area when they know there's nothing going on there? Yeah, I would not hand over any evidence to police either. This was also one of Wiggins Wild World's videos that had to be reposted by another content creator because their video was deleted.
So here's the boots. We found the match to the green boot that started it all yesterday. There's a little girl's pink, glittery purple Nikes, and another hiking boot. And you guys, you don't cross the desert without your mesquite-proof hiking boots on. You know what I mean? And the fact, all the stuff that we're finding, except for one pair of boxers, are women and children's. If this was a place where migrants were just dropping stuff, it wouldn't be all kids shit. Every backpack we're seeing is little and pink or purple. Yeah. I think it is the time that we get a hold of the proper authorities and we get a cadaver dog out here. We found 2 different bones. One could be a cow bone, one could be a deer bone, I'm not positive. But, I mean, you guys, the more we look, just the more shit we find. And when I'm telling you they're all purple, little kids shit, I mean they're all purple little kids shit. There was one bag we found that was kind of a rucksack that wasn't like a kid's one. But it's kid, but what I mean is it's not a kid's one, it's not a kid's color, but it's definitely a kid's size. And I understand Mexicans are little, you guys have said that, but this is the only bag we found that wasn't specifically kid's size. I mean, this one over here, just a little itty bitty backpack. And I've looked to see if there was any names or anything. 3 or 4 of them have all this stuff in them. They have hand sanitizer and toothpaste and soap. Yeah, we're gonna poke around a little bit more. Not to sound too woo-woo, but when I literally just sit and kind of be quiet, I keep finding shit. A dust devil brought me to the boot. So, we'll see a little bit more here, and then we'll give some people a call. I do think a cadaver dog needs to get out here, just for the peace of mind. It's just it's really moundy. There's little mounds everywhere. I dug one up already just to see with a shovel, and it was just rocks. But I mean, this is definitely a spot people could do terrible things, and it just has that vibe. It's so heavy. It's not I've found migrant trash before, and that's just here, brand new, another little kid's, or not brand new, but a new little kid's purple backpack that we hadn't seen.
Just when you think it can't get any crazier, it does.
So yeah, this story is very creepy. It's very crazy. I'm going to stay updated on this. Like I said, there are people out there trying to do all they can to discredit them when I really don't see what they have to gain here, especially given the fact their main TikTok page, their main social media page has been completely scrubbed. But in any case, thank you so much for watching. If you like this channel and you want to see more, please subscribe. If you're already subscribed, please like, as any engagement does help the channel grow. Once again, thank you so much for your support.